Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an expensive hobby, and that's true for a lot of trading card games. But does it necessarily need to be? Not everyone has the same resources available to compete. In this series, I want to help everyone who may not have as much to work with. Doesn't matter if you're a teen in college, a new player, a veteran needing to attend other priorities for a bit, or anything in between. I want to help others play the game I love and have a shot to become a king on a limited resource. This is the King's Allowance. Yo, what's up guys, it's Noah from Glitchmaker, back with another episode of King's Allowance, and we have a lot of reprints to get through. A lot of pretty good reprints at that. So instead of doing the usual slideshow that I do, instead this time I'm going to just be going through the set lists and also other product information. Starting with Maze of the Master, I'll just point out anything that I see that's interesting. I think the first one here is Maiden of Blue Tears. I believe this is a solid card for whatever shenanigans it produces. For anyone who wants to use some of that shenanigans. Next up we have the Heralds of Purple, Green, and later down you have the Herald of Orange Light. We also have some Glad Beast reprints because they just got support. Some Atlantean reprints for Atlantean Mermail. Got a bit of Raw reprints. Just some random Thunder Dragons. A lot of Sword Soul reprints in this set. I believe basically the entire Sword Soul core is reprinted, if not the entire Sword Soul core is reprinted. Parulia gets a reprint in here. It is short printed, it's still expensive, but it's at least slightly more accessible if you can justify buying this short printed ultra rare or something other than the previous print. Got some Glad Beast reprints. A lot of the more expensive pieces for Christrom have been getting reprinted lately, which is also really nice. I believe there was a Christron reprint in one of the OTS packs. I just forgot to pull it up, but don't think they have much noteworthy other than maybe Silo Hat and a Christron. So of course, we got more Sword Soul cards. Stealth Kraken, very good reprint. Now that Bahamut Shark is banned, because I am recording this the day after the ban list, Marincess needs to have a rank 4 to go into. So if you weren't playing Kraken in Marincess, guess you're playing it now. And speaking of Marincess, we do have Marincess support in this set, and Trickstar Aqua Angel Marincess is a very solid budget strategy. We got some reprints for some rank up magics. I think Argent Chaos Force is the better one. We got the Dragon Cycle and Dragon Circle reprinted. Another Sword Soul card. We do have some very solid trap support. Angel Statue, Azaroon being the notable one. I don't believe there's anything else to know about this set. A lot of Sword Soul stuff. Not a ton of staples, but a lot of archetypal stuff that may have been at least a tiny bit expensive before. Now it's slightly cheaper. Next up, QCR Stampede. Because of the creator reveals and pre-sales, we know basically the entire set. I did not go over this sooner because, well, it wouldn't have gone well. So obviously, very, very large set. And it's going to have like a ton of reprints. First things first, some pretty solid Atlantean and Mermail support, or reprints again. You have Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit getting reprinted in here. Black Metal Dragon is a solid reprint. This is going to be the first time it's going to be in a rarity above Super. Got some Monarch reprints, which I believe these Monarch cards were actually really old because I do not think that the Monarchs get reprinted a ton, especially the newer support Monarchs. And by newer, I mean the ones that released years ago in like the structure deck. Christian card, Lunalight card. Misk is getting a reprint. Alistair reprint for anyone who wants to play Invoked Blue Eyes. Ash, another Ash reprint. Sky Striker Ace Ray, but seems like she's only going to be quarter century. Tsuchinoko, pretty cool considering it just got put to 3. Evil Hero Adusted Gold is, I believe, got quite expensive because it's used for Fiendsmith lines and other decks. So any hero players that are playing on a tighter budget, very solid card for you guys. Got Alt Art Nibiru, quarter century locked, unfortunately. Sky Striker Ace Rose is getting a reprint. Chamber Dragon Maid will be very nice for the future Dragon Maid support. The original art of Ghost Mourner. We are getting a ton of the alt arts imported, so I'll cover pretty much all of them because a lot of them are actually pretty solid reprints. Live Twins Kiss-a-Kill, Live Twins Leela, and Evil Twins Kiss-a-Kill and Leela are getting reprints. Very nice for the support that's coming later on in Evil Twins Kiss-a-Kill Deal. Aluber, Incredible Ecclesia, both getting reprints. Astral Karibo. I have a friend who's going to be pretty excited about this one. This card is actually more expensive than it should have been. I'm glad it gets a reprint. Blazing Cartesia, very good reprint, although quarter century locked. Lady Lab, quarter century locked, alt art, but it's a reprint. Guiding Quem, very good reprint. Vanquish Soul stuff. Vanquish Soul really should have had most of their reprints by now, but better late than never. A lot of this Vanquish Soul stuff has been notoriously fairly expensive for a deck that did not do as well in the TCG as it did in the OCG. Diabellstar is getting an alt art quarter century reprint. Mementolian Anguich. Memento just won, and the YCS from yesterday that they announced the ban list at. Very nice reprint, because we all know those Memento cards are going to get bought out. Fiendsmith Engraver, very, very good reprint. Molcharmi Fuelos, probably still going to be expensive in even its cheapest rarity, but it will be significantly more affordable for anyone who needs it. Lunalight Leo Dancer, Lunalight reprint. A lot of people love Lunalights. I believe they've been releasing some of their cards off the ban list. If not, most of them are already off, so people were just waiting for the reprints. Dragon Master Magia and Prismatic Ultra. I assume that's supposed to say Prismatic Ultimate. Prismatic Collectors and Prismatic Secret Rare. Very, very good reprint for anyone who likes Blue Eyes, anyone who's playing Blue Eyes. Sure, it's a win more card, but it is a very strong win more card. An Omni Negate that has 3 uses on one of each card type. Fiendsmith Desiree to go with the Engraver. Both artworks of Black Rose for the Tenpai players. Got some more Crystron reprints. Goaty of the Deep Beyond for anyone who likes to play Goaty. Crimson Dragon is a pretty big reprint. Anyone who likes to play Centurion or any other level 12 strategy, any other strategy that can make it, like Blue Eyes. Number 11 Big Eye is a pretty good one. Gustav Max, that's a pretty solid reprint for anyone who likes playing level 10s. Giant Hand, this card does not get printed often. I believe it was originally a prize card, but this card getting a reprint is very nice. Not only it's very nice for anyone who wants to play 7th Tachyon, it's just a good rank 4 in general. Mermailibus Gaios is a solid card. We're getting both artworks of Infinity, Quarter Century though. We got the whole Zeus package and Assembled Nightingale and Zeus. Although the Zeus is Quarter Century locked. Even more Pearly reprints in Rarity Collection. We got Typhon in here. Very strong card. A lot of cheap decks do like this card. More Sky Striker stuff. He does a solid card. Extra Hero Cross Crusader is finally getting foil printings and it's getting reprinted. So, shout outs to the hero players. Amblo Whale, very strong card. A lot of decks, especially fire decks, want to play this card. Also, the Earth Charmer is getting a reprint. Access Code's alt art is locked behind Quarter Century, but it's still a reprint. Splash Mage. I believe this card got fairly expensive because of Malice. It's going to be a lot cheaper now. Marincess can use this card. Line is getting a reprint. Zelantis, very good because we're also getting Raging Phoenix in this set too. So now we have a reprint for Promethean Princess, Raging Phoenix, Zelantis, and Amblo Whale. So you have that entire package for pretty cheap now. Terraforming, that's a reprint. So if you want a high rarity copy of that for cheap, go for it. Lullaby of Obedience, cool card. Lunalight Perfume, another Lunalight reprint. Zodiac Barrage, people love their Zodiacs. Called by alt art, Extrav alt art, Lightning Storm alt art. Secret Password, that's a Live Twins reprint. You've got Mementolian Bone Party. I believe this Memento card was expensive in the past, so this is a very nice reprint. Metaltronus is a very strong card. At least before the ban list, it's very likely to still be a very strong card after the ban list. This is a very nice reprint. Different Dimension Ground, pretty solid reprint. A lot of decks have been side decking it. Dragon Maid Tidying for any Dragon Maid players. Destructive Daruma Karma Cannon for trap deck players. This is going to be a very solid reprint, especially for a lot of budget decks that would love to have this card. And it was fairly expensive before. Big Welcome Lab. That's another lab reprint. Transaction Rollback. Bit more expensive than it should have been, but it's getting a reprint. Ton of Dark Magician and Red Eyes reprints. So if you're a Dark Magician or Blue Eyes or Red Eyes player, just pick your artwork and go to town. Delinquent Duo is good for GOAT format. Let's see if there's anything. Ring of Destruction, that's a good Time Wizard reprint. Royal Oppression, I believe that's good in Edison. Trap Dust Suit, another Time Wizard reprint. Metamorphosis, very good Time Wizard reprint. For GOAT specifically. Another Monarch reprint. Monarchs, I don't think I've seen Monarchs get reprinted in a long time outside of specifically the original level 5 and 6 ones, like the first two waves. So stuff like Kuraz or Erebus, stuff like that, I don't see that stuff getting reprinted often, so that's always very nice to see. Goes in match because who knows, maybe Floodgates can work in your deck. We also seem to have Tuning, which I believe this card was actually a few bucks before. Maybe not a few bucks, but still. We're getting a Maxi reprint for anyone who likes to play any Time Wizard formats. Leviathan Dragon for Time Wizard. Levier's getting gonna get a cool rarity. Tour Guide's getting a reprint, specifically the alt art. It's gonna be very cool to have the alt art in a pretty high rarity. We're getting the Elazar Logia and Dolka. Very nice for Dino players. You get Crimson Blader. Very solid Time Wizard format card, I believe. But anyone who likes Dragon Ruler mirrors, that's pretty cool for you. Revolver Chain, Time Wizard card. Dagusto Emerald. That's pretty good for some shenanigans in Time Wizard formats. Constellar Pallades. That's, I believe, a pretty solid rank 5. Acid Golem of Destruction. Very, very weird card that sees play occasionally. I believe it saw play in Minkonko. Number 16, Shockmaster. If you want to play Time Wizard with Shockmaster, why would you? Wind Up Zinmane's Time Wizard. MX Saber Invoktor. I don't know if he's off the list, but probably a Time Wizard card. If he's off the list, pretty good reprint for any deck that may need it. Insector reprints, mainly probably for Time Wizard. Eclipse Wyvern for Time Wizard. Let's see what else we have. Madolche. I know that a lot of Madolche stuff is randomly expensive, so Madolche players have fun. OG Garunix. That's a reprint. Diamond Dyer, Tenki, Black and White Dragons. Those just went to 2, so if you want some high rarity copies, they're in this set. Hoot Cake's getting a reprint. Harpy Chandler's getting a reprint. Silent Underarch's getting a reprint. Exciton Knight's getting a reprint. Nebra Disc. Moral Talk. More Madolche stuff. Majesty's Fiend for any evil people out there. Artifact Sanctum's getting another reprint. Mathematician is getting a reprint. I don't think a lot of decks would play that, but it's a cool card. Soul Charge for any Time Wizard format and no ban list format. Anyone who enjoys that. Some more Shadal stuff. Castell's a cool reprint to see. Shadal Fusion, more Shadal stuff. Got some more BAs. Raid Raptor card. Absolute King Backjack is getting yet another reprint. S39 Utopia the Lightning. Probably better for Time Wizard, but still a cool reprint to see. Skullcrobat Joker, randomly a DD Swirl Slime. Ignister Prominence, Luster Pendulum. Brilliant Fusion, that just came back to 1. Some Magispector cards. Phantom Knight stuff. If you want a high rarity Sage, there it is. Block Dragon for Time Wizard. Snow for Time Wizard. Believe Snow was legal, at least during a pretty popular format, so that's going to be real fun for people. ABC Dragon Buster and Union Hanger. Some Spiral stuff. True King Lithosagem. Alistair Original Art. Mechaba, Magical Meltdown, Invocation, Astrograph, Masterpiece. Masterpiece just came off the list. He's at 1 now. Ultimate Conductor, Soul Eating. Tornado Dragon, Highwave King Caesar. Linky if you want to play some Link era Time Wizard. Electromite, fan favorite card. Probably gonna see some people playing it for Time Wizard. Xiamen, we'll get to Punks later. Lovely Lab. And I don't think Runic Fountain needed a reprint, but it's here. Let's go on to Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. So this set is a Battles of Legend set. So like Maze of the Master, it's not a reprint set, but it has reprints in it. Obviously, we're going to have some Dragon Maid, Orchist, and Punk reprints because these are the 3 archetypes getting support in this set. It's also going to have new cards for Necroz, Gymnite, Jirak, Fabled, Deity, and Magistus. And it will be reprinting Primite Lordly Load. It will probably not go down a ton. This card will likely be shorted, but it is still a reprint. Primite's a very strong engine right now. So anyone who wants to play Primite Blue Eyes, keep an eye on this. King of the Feral Imps is getting a reprint. So anyone who wants to play Mitsugiri, I don't think Mitsugiri or whatever it's called, I don't think it's very cheap. But if you want to play that deck, King of Feral Imps is getting a reprint. But I think that's about all we have. I'm Noah from Glitchmaker, and I'll see you guys next time.